It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin joined in the booth by Charles Davis. CD, these Falcons seem to be in an interesting spot coming into 2023. They've seemingly got playmakers galore on offense, but they may only be as good as what their defense can do for them.
And that defense, 27th overall in the league last year, so they must improve. In order to help them, though, they're going to try and control the ball more on the offensive side, try and run it a little bit more and take some time off the clock.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders, this is a team that many think could be the fourth best in the NFC East, but they've got a pretty strong defense that's going to probably keep them in some ball games.
Their investment in talent has certainly paid off. Number 4 against the pass a season ago. Number 4 overall in total defense. Nothing to shake a stick at. If they get good quarterback play, look out.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie and didn't look bad at all, winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who was once viewed as a first-round pick, so there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
Howell, first play, going to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at the 20. Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. Ritter's throw taken in by London. Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ritter. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down, here's Ritter. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Ritter down. Cordero Hodge has it complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Ritter looks to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here now, 3rd down. Here's Ritter. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Throwing now is Ritter. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ritter.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Ritter looking to throw it here.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
That is caught inside the 5. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. A final shot now for Ritter.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on.